Hey guys, we are here to answer one of your questions.
There's a divergent discussion.
How did we make the decision to move from our hometown to 2 hours away where we didn't know anyone? We were actually talking about this yesterday and how we didn't put too much thought into it.
We kind of just did it. I don't think there is a right time to do lots of things. I think sometimes you just gotta do it.
I was heavily pregnant and had a toddler who didn't sleep. So I think that I was in a mood of just do it.
Well, we knew we weren't gonna stay where we were.
We couldn't afford to buy where we were living.
Yeah, where we grew up was too expensive to buy a house. And we didn't like the traffic and the chaos of Sydney either.
Very overwhelming place to live.
It's a bit intense.
The only thing holding us back was family.
And now we're in a small town where we can
drive down the road without it taking an hour.
we can drive anywhere in 10 minutes and not have to plan your day around traffic.
Yeah, and I also will say, like, we moved just before Jacob's diagnosis. So we didn't actually know he was, like, we had our suspicions, but we didn't know he was autistic. I don't know. Had we known, would we have made that decision? I don't know. But at that point, I was very pregnant with my second child and we thought, why not? Let's do it. Let's move near the beach. We had a very active toddler as well who was very confined in our little apartment. So we thought the beach was a great place for him and we're so grateful we did that though.
Yeah.
Because
we kind of got lucky, I guess.
Yeah. It was one of those ADHD moments where we just, spur of the moment, we went, oh, we did a holiday in Newcastle and we liked it.
Yeah, it ticked a few boxes because it wasn't too far away from home that if we had to come back for something or like visit or whatever, it can still be done, just not regularly. Still has like some form of like, you know, society, like there's you're not out in the middle of nowhere. But
that's where I want to be. Yeah, and we moved here a week after Jazz was born. But I stayed in Sydney with family for a month while Jordan was here with his dad doing some renovations. So it was a pretty intense time to make that type of move. And it was a pretty intense year following that because it was, you know, Jacob's diagnosis, it was Jazz as a newborn, it was navigating all of that with no support system near us. We didn't know anyone. We were very fortunate to make friends with our neighbors and slowly built our network here. And obviously I have the autism support group, which really did grow our network.
Yeah. Like we know some people now.
We know people.
We know people.
We're not people. We
don't like that random mingling. Like it's hard to actually make close friends when you get older, for me anyway.
Yeah.
Like I can talk to people, like I can say hey, but I don't know, it's just maybe the desire's not really there as much.
We are neurodivergent, and if people don't have similar interests to us, then that's like complete loss of interest, and it's really hard to say that. But we have found some people here who we get along with. The kids have friends, and we're very grateful for them because we don't have family here, and that is very hard. Long story short, to answer your question, we did a spur of the moment, let's move here. We actually only came up one day to choose a house.
Yeah, well...
we chose one?
No, I think we came twice, maybe.
Yeah, the second time was to buy the house.
No.
Yes, it was.
No, we did a couple checks. Maybe two.
We went on holiday a couple months before.
No, because the time that we came to look at this house, we came with my dad. There was a time where we went it was just the two of us.
You went by yourself. You went by yourself with your dad. Yes, because I was heavily pregnant. I couldn't go anywhere.
That was a different day. There was a day where you were with your mum and I was with my dad. And I said, hey, come look at... No, that was another time. Oh, no, that was the time that we put the deposit down, yeah. But there was also a time where it was just me and you, because I remember going and looking through some houses with just you.
Exactly, that was the one day.
One day that we came, just us two.
Yeah, and the second day we came was to put a deposit down.
No, there was another time.
Yeah, because you brought your dad here. I remember it.
Oh, right. And I found that place and looked at some others.
So officially, like,
You came looking for
very
half one.
little time. What?
Some people like spend over like half a year picking where they're gonna live.
We got very lucky. We're in a very quiet street. We got super lucky with the house we chose. The neighbors that we have
Oh, really nice.
so incredible. We do want to actually move
Eventually.
further, like not further, but like less busy, because it is getting more busy where we
It
are.
is getting busier.
But
We're used to busier.
for now, we're gonna just sort of stay here because we love it.
Yeah,
We're just introverts. We like being home. We like to see people every so often.
but we're not opposed to moving again one day.
We will move. That's a guarantee. This is not our forever home.
It's not our forever home. It's our kids' home.
This is the house they can destroy. hence
Yeah,
the-
maybe once, like, you know, getting this home, it kind of worked in our favor because it wasn't everything's perfect type of thing, and then didn't have to worry as much when things would break or holes
Yeah.
would happen, things like that. Whereas we'll probably move when we know that there's going to be less chaos and damage.
I don't know if there's ever gonna be less
Well-
chaos.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Anyway.
Positive thoughts.
Bye.
Bye.